Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wafi Dawood, and I come from a city called Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. So what's the Knowledge and Human Development Authority? Yesterday you had a couple of presentations about the Knowledge and Human Development Authority, and basically we are in Dubai. We're mandated to regulate the private education in Dubai. We do this through quality, access, and engagement. The private education in Dubai covers early childhood, schools, higher education, continuing education, and training. The first presentation today said it's difficult to benchmark in education. It's difficult to benchmark in education and in government as well. So I'll tell you the story. What did we do? Okay, our benchmarking did not cover only the key results of KHDA, but it also covered the internal processes, the finance, the customer results. We pay an international sounding board to come twice to KHDA. These are experts of education that comes twice a year to our leadership and tell us what are the mega trends, what's happening in the world, what are the benchmarks, our engagement and satisfaction results, and our international assessments. They were all benchmarked. How did we do this? We did this through basically benchmarking formally and informally. Formally with best in class, with best in industry, with government organizations. We're a government organization, but we benchmarked ourselves with hotels, with airlines, with regional and international organizations. We also in-depth use informal benchmarking. We do basically surveys, we do performance benchmarking, we go to conferences. So as we are coming here today, we made sure that tomorrow we go and benchmark with a Singaporean organization here in Singapore. Okay, why benchmarking? We set a vision for our benchmarking in KHDA. Our leadership has said it in conferences, has said it to people in KHDA, and it is very explicit. Yes, we do conduct benchmarking in KHDA, not just to learn from best practice. Yes, we want to learn. We want to also create the next practices in the region. What are the next practices? And have we achieved these results? Okay, this is what we have achieved. And how we do it. So we basically identify the needs, and we have this very structured benchmarking approach. As many organizations do, the trade, the American Association of Quality, many basically organizations have structural benchmarking approaches. We learned from this, and we made sure we adopt our own in KHDA, and it has a very, I would say, much involvement from our leadership. As you see these 9 steps, most of them you would see leaderships being involved through our IDF, Institutional Development Forum, and our strategy forum. So you would see our leadership always knowing about the benchmarking. Where have we done our formal benchmarking? In addition to the UAE, we've gone to US, to England, to Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, Australia, South Korea, Holland, Italy, Germany. And we've benchmarked all of these areas. We made sure that we learn from best practices. We learned from best practices, we adopted, I'll show you the results, and we created next practices as you will see. So in our main results, as you will see here, we learned from UK, we learned from Australia, and we learned from Singapore. What did we do? When we first started, our outstanding schools, and for the last 5 years, have dropped by 50%. Our good schools have increased by 70%. This did not only include the educational results, but learning from a private education, a private equity in UAE. We basically had budget savings. We improved our customer results. Education, government, believe it or not, our customer satisfaction is 90%. We moved from 22 in the government to the 3rd in government, and we are told we're even better this year. Engagement results, we're even better than best in class. Have we created next practices in the region? Last year we had 16 delegations coming to KHDA to learn from KHDA. This year, so far, we have 14. And these are some best or next practices that we have created in the region. In 2007, when KHDA was first created, we came to Singapore to learn. Last year, the Singaporean came and learned from us. Okay? I'm very proud to say this. Dubai School Inspection Bureau, school regulations. This is a new concept, University Quality Assurance Board. It has never been created anywhere else in the world. We went to US, we learned what they have done. We went to UK, we went to Australia, but we created what fits our culture and what basically made us creating the next practice. One thing I am very proud to say, yesterday Mark Umpreld from EFQM said, what can an organization give to people? He said the most important thing was pride. We, this year, in September 2013, was the first 6 years organizations in the world to win the 5-star EFQM. No 6 years organization. We're only 6 years old, and we got the 5-star. The first public organization outside Europe to get the 5-star. So we're proud of KHDA. Do we share our knowledge? Yes, we share it internally, and we share it externally. Every year, we basically publish our inspection results. 153 private schools in Dubai, 7 indicators, they're all published. These schools can benchmark with themselves. We created the What Works, 6 events every year that schools, private schools, they compete, by the way. They come together and they can benchmark with themselves. We created the platform for benchmarking. We do also benchmarking through social media. The session before this asked us about social media, and we created a platform to benchmark through social media. What benchmarking has taught us? Well, transparency is really improvement. We have to be really transparent. Our data is all published online. We have to get the suitable partner to benchmark with. It's very important. In addition to that, you need to have and delegate your team to basically get the right benchmark, need to have the right statistics, and basically innovation and creativity is really important in your structured benchmarking. Yes, you have a structured benchmarking, but you need to embed innovation and creativity in it. In addition to that, what we are going to do, we will continue the self-assessment and the benchmarking in KHDA. We will continue building partnerships. Partnerships are really important for your benchmarking projects. Without partnerships, you might not really be able to get your benchmarking projects. So this is what we will continue doing. In addition to that, we learned from trade, we learned from other structured benchmarking approaches, but we will do more of our capacity building. That's it from myself. One comment I'd like to say, you will see all Dubai members today and UAE members wearing the Expo badge. Okay, the Expo bidding is on the 27th of November. Please wish Dubai luck in this. Thank you very much.